Hi there and welcome to Scrap and Coffee. In today's video we will continue with the A Year in Polaroid scrapbook mini album, and I will start with making a shaker for the cover. So I'm going to start by making a shaker for the cover, and I'm using some scraps for this because I've already made the actual shaker for the cover, but I wanted to show you how I did it. So I'm going to make another one. And for that, I've got two pieces out of the pattern paper that measure, I think it was 4 by 5 inches in this case. Yes, 4 by 5 inches, and they are both the same. And I've got a piece of acetate that's just a little bit smaller than that. It's 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. Also, I'm using some double-sided foam tape, and of course my shaker elements. And the shaker elements that I've got that were out of an embellishment pack from the collection, from the Pink Paislee Again and Again collection. Oh, some stuff is falling out here. And it was this pack that had some paper clips, these shaker elements, and some wooden elements in there. And I wanted to place one of the wooden elements in the shaker as well, but they were just a little bit too thick. And what I'm also using is, if I'm able to get it out of here, come on, without making too much of a mess, are these little this is a little bottle I bought on Amazon. I can see if I can put a link down in the description box. These are micro beads and they are used for nail art, and but I'm using them in the shaker. They are really small beads and they really keep the movement in your shaker, so I'm going to use those as well. So this will be the bottom of my shaker and this will be the frame. So I'm going to turn this piece over and I'm going to draw a frame on the back of it. And I'm going to draw it 1/2 inch on 4 sides inwards. And I'm just going from edge to edge, so when I need to cut that I can see where I need to begin and stop my cut. Four sides. Then I will get a metallic ruler and a utility knife, and we are going to cut that frame out, just like you would do with for an acetate window in one of your pockets or something. So we've got that out, and this is a really good usable piece, so I'm going to put it to the side. Then I'm going back to this piece and I'm going to place some double-sided foam tape on there, and I'm just going to remove that tape back from one side and I'm going to place it on the edges on all 4 sides, and I think I'm going to try if I can use my knife to cut it away to make it nice and straight on the edge. And then when we place it in the opposite direction, try to get it really close to each other so none of your shaker elements are able to get stuck in between those pieces or fall out in between those pieces. Okay, perfect. So now we are ready to place our shaker elements in here. So I'm just going to put some stuff in here from the embellishment bag. And personally I just don't like it if they are filled up too much, but yeah, just go with however you like it. and I'm going to put some of those micro beads in there as well. Again, not too much, but just to keep the movement going on. So now we can place the acetate on there. It can be helpful to get rid of the static on your acetate. There are different tools out there for it, like powder bags or something, but I've tried a dryer sheet once, but don't do it because you will damage your acetate. So I don't really have something nearby now to get rid of the static, so I'm just going for it and we'll see what happens. But if you have something that works, then please use it. And now carefully I'm going to remove the tape backing on the other side of the foam tape, and I say carefully because you don't want your shaker elements coming out. There are some pieces stacked onto each other. I think I will get rid of those because if you have too much of the sequins in your shaker, they will intend to catch onto each other, and then they will become a thick part, and then it won't shake as good anymore. So very carefully I'm going to place this piece of acetate on here, and I know I should be having about a 1/8 of an inch border around. And I think it's on there, so we're fine. And I'm just pushing it with my finger to burnish it. And it's still pretty sticky on the sides, but just to be sure, I am going to place some extra double-sided tape before I'm placing my frame on there. And I will be doing it a little bit more on the acetate and on the tape itself, because that will be sticky. Okay, now I'm removing the tape backing from that 1/4 inch tape. And then carefully we are going to place the frame on here. Now what I did is the foam tape is 1/2 inch and I made the frame 1/2 inch. So if you want to be more sure that you're not going to see any of your tape within your frame, you can make your frame a little bit wider, like 5/8 of an inch, and then you'll have a little bit more security that you won't be able to see anything that you did on the inside of your frame. So I'm just going to line up carefully one of the corners. This is just a little task that you just really have to take your time doing. Don't get yourself rushed. And there it is. And as you can see, I'm a little bit off here. Now I could cut that away. So let's try that, because it's sticky and it will catch dust and all that sort of stuff, and you don't want that. I'm going to use the middle edge of this ruler, I think. And that foam tape is just a little bit harder to get through, but okay, so it shakes, and because of that microbeads, that really you see movement in your shaker and you hear that sound. So that really helps. So this is how I made the shaker. Now I will put you through the video where I start decorating the cover for the scrapbook mini album. I've cut out these numbers to create the 2020 for the year, of course. And for that I've used this die set by Conquer the 9. It's called Tall Type Number Dies. So if you wanted to know what I've used for that. So I will be putting it on there. And I think I will put it down here in the corner, but yeah, I haven't completely decided on the rest of the layout as of yet. So at least this will be a part of it. Then I've also had this letter stickers, and I was thinking about making the text from a year in Polaroid with it. So I will see how it goes. But then I also had this puffy stickers. That's what it's called. It's called Tickers. It's also from the Again and Again collection. Puffy phrase and accent stickers. So I'm going to open it up because what I saw in here were these borders, these gold borders, and I thought maybe it's cute to put one of those on there. So I think it will fit perfectly. I'm not really giving any pressure on it, I'm just loosely sticking it on there. And then I have one more, but I can also, and then I can do the same on the back and the front maybe. Put this on the bottom and put the last one on top, but then I still need some room for my lettering, so I'm just trying out some stuff now, and yeah, we'll see how it turns out. And if I don't like it, I can just remove it again. not sure of is the Polaroid word up here, because it's puffy on top of something that's already coming up. So maybe I will change that up later on. But for now, I like it. The shaker element is working. The 2020 is on there. So I am going to put this back in here. If it wants to cooperate. So yeah, these don't really go with it, but yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. So I'm ready for the rest of the year to work on it. So in the next video that will be coming up in the first week of February, then I will be making the layout for January with the first just one photo in there. Also, I might consider to do something on the inside cover here, but nothing dimensional, just maybe like this flower or a little cut apart that I can place on there just to brighten it up a little bit. And also on the back, I'm considering doing the same thing on the back with the golden borders, but we'll see. I have a whole year to think about it. So yes, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it, even though I wasn't able to show you everything. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.